Welcome back, folks. I finally finished with personal mission for heavy tanks number 15 for the Object 260 called Temper Steel. Now this mission is not the easiest, but it's not the hardest for heavy tanks in my honest opinion because it's a flat number. The primary condition is you have to absorb or bounce 14,000 damage flat. So it's a flat number, fixed, okay, so that's fine. But it's a lot easier than heavy tank number 12, sturdy armor, because that mission requires you to bounce 3 times your health. So that's, yeah, based on your tier levels, how much health you have to bounce. Also, you have to deal 3,000 damage, so that's pretty rough for lower tier vehicles. Whereas this mission, flat, 14,000 damage dealt, absorbed, and bounced. So, simple. The secondary condition is super easy, win the battle, so we don't have to talk about that. But the primary condition is not for lower tier vehicles, like tier 5, tier 6, 7, 8. I do not expect you to complete this mission in a lower tier vehicle because even if somehow you bounce all the shots, you do not have enough time in the match to absorb all the low DPM from your opponents. So time is a limiting factor. So I do not expect you to bounce all the damage in a KV1. Even if you could, you do not have enough time. So yeah, that's a problem. And remember, people do have a brain, so they will switch to gold shell when they get pissed off sometimes. Or at least they will switch to high explosive. So high explosive is tricky. If they do like 1 damage, it doesn't count. I don't know if it counts the non-damaging high explosive shots. I don't know, it's a weird system, so don't trust it. So the obvious way of doing this mission is bouncing all the shots, like playing a mouse or E100 or the Type 5, the Japanese tier 10 heavy tank, so bouncing all the shots. That's the obvious go-to way to play for this mission. But I did it the Orthodox way, which is dealing all the damage you could block. So basically, you have to deal 60% of the 14,000 damage. So you have to deal around 8,000 damage and block like 5,000 or 4,000 and take away like 2,000 health from your vehicle. So that's the unorthodox way of doing this mission, because I tried it the first way, the blocking all the damage way, with my E100. People switch to gold shell. Ooh, E100, gold shell. Yak Panzer E100, use high explosive anti-tank, 420mm of penetration on my E100. Oh god. So there are gold magnets in the game. Famous examples are mouse, E100s, and Japanese heavy tanks. So there are gold magnets, so don't expect to bounce a lot of shots, but I tried it the second way, the unorthodox way, doing all the damage. So here is the FE-25B 183, 120, so the tier 10 British heavy tank, so the normal FE-25B. But yeah, I'm trying to do all the damage with this tier 10 British heavy tank. It's basically a medium tank because the hull armor is the same as the Carnarvon, the tier 8 British heavy tank. Don't expect to bounce a lot of shots, and if you do angle it and side script with it, there is a triangular diamond shape turret thing around the turret, so it's unsloped if you side script with it, and they just penetrate that area. So what I'm talking about is that cheek. Do you see the cheek underneath the turret? That diamond shaped thing? Yeah, if you side scrape like that, shoot there, it will penetrate. So yeah, this is not a good heavy tank. It's more of a fat medium. And you have the same problem with the Carnarvon, with the Conqueror, is the hull armor sucks, the ammo rack is easily exposed, so if you do get penetrated, your ammo rack is gone. Yeah. And it shares another problem with the Conqueror is it carries only 35 rounds. So You have to make all the shots penetrate. And here I forgot I was using high explosive or APCR. I was about to say high explosive anti-tank, but I'm wasting APCR shells on the superstructure of the Yak Tiger. Ugh. I forgot I was using APCR. Sam, you noob. Noob. I forgot. I was panicking. The team was dying, and I was panicking. So, yeah, save all the shells, but the FE-25B needs an overhaul since this is the standard def of the vehicle. It's basically a rear-mounted Conqueror with a standard def turret. So remember how the HD remodel of the Conqueror gave the Conqueror a super good turret, HP, HD buff, because they get better roundiness and better sloping and better armor on the turret. So the cupola was made smaller, blah blah blah. So the HD turret on the Conqueror is a lot better than the standard def Conqueror turret. So yeah, this has the standard def Conqueror turret on a rear mounted vehicle. So where is the chieftain? But I'm trying to go haul down as the best as I could. Wasted all my APCR shells like a noob. But I do know what to shoot. The mouse. So this is the unorthodox way of doing this mission. Dealing all the damage. If I can. So team is dying. I'm trying to shoot the tracks. There you go. You can penetrate the side armor by shooting at the front of the tracks because the mouse has side skirts, very thick side skirts. Waste this shell by being an auto aim noob. Oh god, Sam. I was panicking. This thing has 7 degrees of gun depression with a long haul and a rear mounted turret. I was panicking. Haul down with this vehicle is not the best. So panicking. I'm surprised the artillery did not shoot at me, so lucky me, but still panicking. It has a lot of health still. It has the same health as IS-4, so very chunky compared to the T-110E5, which has 250 less health, and the IS-7 has 350 less health. So good health for this lack of armor vehicle. Shoot the cheeks. Thank you. Lagged a little bit, but yeah. Oof. I tried to do all the damage, haul down. I can easily shoot the Conqueror. Oh, gold shell. Oh, never mind. It's the 50-51. Gold shell is his default ammo. So be patient. The hull armor is dodged that shell from the Foch, but the hull armor is disgusting crap. Shoot the commander hatches. Nope. The gigantic periscopes on the Foch, super bad weak spots. I never liked the French tank destroyers because the gigantic weakness on top of the turret or on top of the superstructure. Same goes for the British tank destroyers, the AT series. Ugh, just disgusting. Shoot the cupola on the AT or the tortoise, kills the loader. And that's the common weak spot and the big weak spot. So right now I killed a lot of stuff, dealt 4,400 damage, good, but keep doing all the damage. Bounce some shots if you can, but that's the unorthodox way of doing this mission. Just do shoot the roundiness of the turret. Gold shell from the Conqueror out. Shot from, I think, Ferdinand. There he is. The AMX-CDC, angle it if you can. He's detracked. Right. I have 2 AP shells left. And 3 HESH shells. Shoot the cheeks of the third. He detracts me, so that's good. Side scraping still works sometimes. Alright. Gold shell from the Conqueror. Knock him out. No more AP shells. Oops. But I dealt 5,700 damage. The Ferdinand has health. Shoot the weak spot. Penetrated with the HESH. So 6,000 damage dealt. I absorbed 2,400 damage. so I blocked around 2000 damage. I did not complete the mission, so spoiler, that's not it. But this was close. So as you can see, this is my way of doing this mission. Basically playing a heavy tank that's more focused on doing the damage than taking the damage. So doing like FE-25Bs or T-110E5s than Mouse E100 or the Type 5 Japanese heavy tank. So yeah, I tried it. FE-25B has a lot of health, so okay, but did not bounce that many shots because the standard depth turret and the crappy hull armor. So, but here is the T-110E5. And here is the best temper steel vehicle in the game, the T-110E5. So this vehicle is so good, so OP. The armor is rounded, so high explosive anti-tank, APCR shell just bounce right off. Whatever, don't care about your gold shell. And it has a good DPM, it's fast, so it has gun depression and a good turret. The cupola got buffed, so yeah, amazing vehicle. But like the TD-15 mission, you have to have a team that sucks, but can also stall, so you can get all the damage in, if you want to do the Orthodox way of doing heavy tank number 15. So yeah, the team sucked, but I get all the damage in, so huzzah. But this map is so good for this vehicle. The hill in the middle, and there are no artilleries, so match made in heaven. But oh god, this vehicle so OP. So right now we're heading towards the light tanks, the Bulldog and the T-49. There's the LTTB. It has 8 degrees of gun depression, but it's alright. I could use the 10 degrees that's on the T-32, which is artificially buffed, I believe. The T-32 was supposed to have like 5 degrees of gun depression, but American gameplay sake. So this vehicle, 8 degrees. The best tier 10 American heavy tank and American medium tank. It's smaller than the M48 pattern. IS-3, oh, welcome to hell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh god, this tank is so amazing. You still stay there? Oh, he's out. Alright. AMX, goodbye. Just absorb all the damage if I can. Tiger 2, yeah, shoot at me. Yeah. Your gun, the 105, not gonna penetrate. Even with your APCR. Nope. Try to get a shot on the LTTB. There's a Tiger 2. Juicy target, more health. Yes, delicious. E75, crouching on my position. Shoot the Tiger 2 some more. Looking at this LTTB. Oh, E75? No. Not LTTB. Grave error. Grave error. Blah, blah, blah. Grave error in judgment. Oh, he wants a piece. Oh, 121. You want a piece? Have some pieces. Here, have a piece of me. I have freaking 8 degrees of gun depression. You have 4. You have no hull armor compared to mine. You want a piece? You can have some. Oh, low damage roll. Alright, finish him off. Faction kill. It's not Mortal Kombat, Sam. Even though the T-49 is American. Alright, we took a hit from the Tiger 2. It's fine, I need to lose all the health. Just remember, you need to lose most of your health. So don't worry about getting hit and getting penetrated. As long as you survive, that's fine. So right here, you see me make a few mistakes. Primary is using gold shell on a tier 8. You know why? Because the loss of DPM is staggering. So I do not want to lose the DPM. So I was using gold shell on a T-32. Because I loaded it. I was panicking. I wanted all the damage. Shoot the upper plate. Gold shell. Switch back to AP. Too expensive. Ow. Tiger 2 penetrated the mantlet by shooting at the scope on the mantlet. Lucky. Shot again? You punk. You're somewhere over there. Based on the direction of the indicator of the bounce or the shot. Alright, just take all the health if you can. Mouse again. Oh, can't penetrate the side of the turret. No way. So here is another mistake. I can't drive. Lost like 100 health. I don't know if that's counting towards the bouncing dealt and received damage, but lost 100 health. Sam, you can't drive. God. Well, misjudge the friggin' hill. Shot another high explosive anti-tank into the tracks of a T-32. So bad, Sam, so bad. You shot another high explosive anti-tank into the mantlet of the E-75. Bad, bad, Sam, bad. Alright, another high explosive anti-tank. Fudge it into the hull of the T-32. So I was panicking. I wanted all the damage. So I want to hoard all the damage. So no damage for my teammates, and you have to do that if you want to complete this mission. Yeah, if you want to be a dick. But count the damage. High explosive anti-tank to the mantlet of a E-75. There goes the turret. Switch back to AP, Sam. You're burning your gold shell like crazy. Yes, shoot the KV-4. Shoot the KV-4. Yes. KV-4 sacrifice. Oh crud. It's a Yak Panzer E-100. Death Star. You may fire when ready. Don't fire at me though. Okay, good. Evaporates the KV-4. Does people still use Alderons on KV-4s? The saying, like, you got Alderon. It's a Star Wars joke. Whatever. So shoot the KV-4 is already dead. Don't shoot the KV-4. Shoot the E-75. Oh, E-75's back. Gold shell. Ouch. But it's fine. We need to take all the health. Lagged a little bit. We need to take all the health. Not from the Yak Panzer E-100 though. Alright, shoot the little machine gun port on top of the superstructure. Missed. Ugh. Ugly. That was an ugly shot. Shoot the machine gun port. Bounced. I don't want to take a hit from that guy. He will kill me. There we go. Okay, finish him off. So, yeah, don't worry about your health. You need to take all the health from your tank so you can add to the damage absorb slot. So if you haven't noticed the minimap, our Action X Centurion is AFK. That's wonderful. So he's out of the game. He does not take up a lot of the damage. He's a distraction. So, yep, Action X Centurion out. The IS-4 is being swarmed, so that's also good. Knock him out. Sam, you're being a dick, but in order to complete a lot of the personal missions, you have to rely on your teammates to suck. So, this T-10 is shooting the mouse with high explosive anti-tank. Not good. I switched to my own. There you go. Your cheeks are nothing. Ah, you didn't hit me. I want you to hit me. Hit me. Oh, missed that high explosive anti-tank shot. Hit me. I want you to do it. Hit me. Thank you. I use another one, Sam. Alright. I forgot. I ran out of high explosive anti-tank. I shoot the tracks like a tard. He shot. Ouch. Did he shoot high explosive or he missed? Whatever. Shot, and I thought to myself, why did that not penetrate? Then look, it's a B shell. So no more. Shoot the side armor. It's fine. Shoot the side armor. We have a better reload, so he cannot beat us. And knock him out. So good. We lost a lot of health. Oh, I forgot. The T-110E5 has 2,200 health. I thought I had 50 more. Never mind. It doesn't have that much health, but whatever. So the good news is the Action X Centurion is AFK. The also good news is the T-69 is not doing the damage to the Rumtel Borsig. So he's leaving the Rumtel Borsig up with a lot of health. So easy to penetrate. And I'm running out of shells. So good news. Take the Action X Centurion as a sacrifice. I don't care. I need him to be AFK. That's a phrase I'll never use again, probably, unless I do the other personal missions. Take him as sacrifice. Don't shoot the Rumtel. Ah, he's mine. Okay. T-69 got killed for the sacrifice. Yes, good. Nice. More health for me. Yes, delicious. Alright, 13 seconds left. So I decide to myself, shoot the Rumtel Borsig. Easier penetration target. And it looks like I did not get off this shot. Get off the shot. Ah, dang it. So, there you go, folks. 8,000 damage dealt. 2,000-ish blocked or absorbed, and some damage blocked. So, that's my Timber Steel Heavy Tank number 15 mission. I was stupid, alright? I drive down a hill, knocked away 100 health. I shot like a billion high explosive anti-tank to tier 8s because DPM reasons. So that was clumsy, but there you go, folks. That's how you do it. The Orthodox way of doing heavy tank number 15. The doing damage part instead of dealing damage, or instead of blocking damage part. I can't talk. Whatever. And there you have it, folks. The unorthodox way of doing personal mission heavy tank number 15 for the object 260. So do the damage rather than take the damage or block the damage. So a good offense is the best defense. Just punch people in the face. And hopefully your teammates suck, so you can get all the punches in if you can. But it's the same as the TD-15 mission. So punch a lot of people if you can. But yeah, the FE-25B does need a heavy buff because the gun's good. You have a lack of ammo. The whole armor's crap. The turret is not as good as the HD Conqueror at tier 9 because this is the standard def Conqueror's turret. It's not buffed yet. So where is the HD remodel, or where is the Chieftain? Chieftain or Riot? But this tank, ooh, so good by esports player, blah blah blah. Overrated, whatever. So I dealt 6,000 damage. I spotted 3,500. So the team was a little bit better than what I hoped for because they dealt a lot of damage. So whoops. But yeah, mastery badge for the FE-215B. So I'm happy. Good. So I blocked 3,460 damage from the standard def turret. So good enough, but this was 2,000 damage off from the primary condition for heavy tank number 15. So I came close, but no cigar. Oh well. And here is the T110E5. Now, I know I shot like a billion high explosive anti-tank rounds into tier 8s and the E75 and bounced. I was panicking, alright? I was panicking about DPM. There were only 10 minutes in this match, not 15 minutes. So I was panicking. I lost DPM and I drove down a cliff and lose like 100 health being a noob. So I know I suck. But I did it. I did it. I need to lose all the health. So dealt 8,000 damage, spotted 100. So good. Team sucked. But I blocked 4,270 damage and lose like 2,000 health. So just made it. So thankfully, thank you Action X Centurion for being AFK. You might have a taco or Mexican food that day. So thank you. I appreciate it. He's stuck on the toilet. But Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you, Action X Centurion. Thank you, whole team, for sucking. That's not very often I say that, but I got it. I pulled it through. Stop talking, Sam. But that's how you do it. Unorthodox way of doing heavy tech number 15. So do all the damage. It's time for you to punch rather than getting punched. So do the punching. But hopefully it helps. But if you want to take all the punches route for this mission, I recommend the mouse because that thing has a lot of armor. Side armor is like 180 with side skirts, and the turret is also auto bounce. Yeah, so the mouse, angle it, you should be fine, and make sure you take some hits. So don't be like, oh, I'm side scraping and I'm hauled down all the time. You need to lose some health if you can. So basically lose like 90% of your health. That also works. So don't worry about, ooh, he got a shot in and he penetrated. Don't worry about that. As long as you are surviving and bouncing and dealing the damage, it's all adding up towards the 14,000. So hopefully play the T110E5, play the IS-7, but IS-7's DPM is not that great, so it's a little bit iffy. You cannot do all the damage, so you have to take it. But there are a lot of factors, so hopefully it works for you. But here is how I did mine, so maybe you learned something from it. But thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Millions of flower petals fall, scattering and coloring the town. However, this time is at its height, as the wind had foretold it to us all. There's no need to worry anymore. The seasons always find a way to change. We knew that since the time that we watched the moon in its brilliance before. All the time, constantly, we shed these tears and we do it again and again. We don't know how much it's worth till it's gone away for good. If I could have just one wish, I would go back to who I was yesterday, and I'd say my goodbyes to you.